Hey guys, today we are talking about how to get gigs. I mean, playing is fun, playing at home is fun and everything, but we got bills to pay. That mortgage comes due every month. The electric company, they want their money. The car note people, they want their money, right? So we got to make a little money doing this so we can live and we can get rid of that job. I can get rid of my Walmart greeter job because it didn't really suit my personality anyway. So yeah, let's talk about how to get gigs. We have enlisted the help of a number of really high-powered, busy, good money type of players out there. You're going to get some advice from them here in a minute, but you can take advice from me first. I've been a gigging musician for 20 some years. I would say the first thing to know is what kind of gig are you looking for? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a band gig? You're looking for a solo gig, a church gig, corporate events, weddings? What are you looking for? Once you know that, then you want to make sure you've got your product and your branding put together. You got to have a product in order to advertise yourself. So are you ready to do this job? If you want to go play weddings, do you have wedding material ready to play? Do you know how to do that job? Are you equipped to do the job? Do you have the PA? Do you have a pickup on your instrument? If you're playing with tracks, do you have something that can play the tracks? Do you have tracks? Right? So are you ready to do this job? Have you practiced and learned how to do the things that you need to do? If so, then put yourself in the shoes of the people who are going to be employing you. If you are trying to hire somebody to do a job, what would you want to see and hear? Think if you're a bride, and what do you want to hear from the person who is saying, "Hey, I could play violin for your wedding." You want to keep it fairly short and sweet. You want to make sure that you're telling them that you can provide the things that they are looking for, right? If you're trying to book a bar band, then put yourself in the shoes of the bar owner. You know what the bar owner wants you to do? He wants you to make money for him, okay? So if you think, well, if they're going to pay my band, I don't know, pick a number, $800. If they're going to pay my band $800, then we have to know that we're bringing in more than that in customers for him. The whole reason he's having a band is to bring customers into the bar and to spend more money than somebody would have spent had there not been a band there. That's literally why they're paying you to be there, so that they sell more beer than they would have sold if you weren't there. So put yourself in their shoes, think about what they want to hear, and then make sure that you can tell them that and tell them the truth, because you want to get the call back. It's not about getting the first gig, it's about getting the one after that. So you want to make sure that when you do sell yourself, that you're telling the truth. Okay, so now we're going to get some advice from a number of players. And in order to keep this video like less than an hour, I'm going to leave each one of these people up on the screen for, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. I would suggest that you pause and read what they have to say. Okay. First, we got Jared Burnett. Next, we got my friend Joe Denizone from New York City. This is Amy Serrano from San Diego, California. This is Shauna Tucker from Durham, North Carolina. Rob Flax from Boston, Massachusetts. All right, I know we didn't leave these up very long, and I've got a lot more coming, but I want you to notice something about these folks. They each have a website that it's pretty much their name. They've got professional headshots that I was able to find on their website in about 15 seconds. They're very business oriented. If you read what they're saying, yes, each one of these people are fantastic players, but they are focused very much on the business side when we're asking them these types of, how do you get a gig? They haven't said anything really about playing. They're talking about the business side. If they're focusing that much on the business side, you can assume they put that much work into the music side, because we're all musicians first and business people second, right? But they have put a lot of thought and effort into the business side of this. So website, headshot, business oriented. Make sure you're putting as much work into the business side as you did into the craft of being a musician. This is Kyle Pudens from Nashville, Tennessee. We've got several pieces of advice from him here. This is Bridget O'Regan from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Several pieces of advice from Bridget here. This is Patrick Contreras from Fresno, California. Right, Christian Howes has actually got several pieces of advice here. Christian is from Asheville, North Carolina. This is Raz from Monterey, California. And this is T. Ray from New Orleans, Louisiana. So you can see we've got players from all over the country and all over the world that are giving a lot of pretty similar advice, right? So if we want to sum this up, you want to be professional. You want to act like this is a real job, because it's a real job, right? And you want to make sure you are prepared. Once you get the job, you want to make sure you keep the job. A lot of the jobs you get are going to be referrals from other jobs that you have gotten. So make sure that you're treating your coworkers like their time is valuable. If you're showing up to rehearsal, make sure you're prepared to be at that rehearsal. If you're showing up to a gig, make sure you're prepared to be at that gig. Okay? And then, as always, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, and you can check out a couple other videos that we've got here. We'll see you next time.